Yo, what's up guys, it's Dex here, and today I've got a very special video. Now, recently I have put in my submission for Campaign of the Month. I've decided to go with a Chinese New Year slash Spring Festival theme, and I've chosen these 9 levels, which I believe suits the theme pretty well. The campaign did end up winning, and it's just been featured on the 6th page of the campaign today, so it would make sense for me to go through the 9 levels and just give you my reasoning on why I've chosen each level and just showcase some more amazing levels that are made by talented creators. Now, I did want to mention that there is a reason why I've gone with the Chinese New Year theme. Obviously, it is the Chinese New Year period at the moment, and I have a girlfriend who is Chinese, and we do celebrate the holiday together. So I'm really happy that we've managed to. I'm really happy that this campaign has been featured. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Starting off, we have New World by Animorphs. Now, Animorphs has made some pretty iconic tutorial levels. I think Newbie Land 3 is probably one that everyone's familiar with. I think this one's quite underrated, to be honest, but it's still a really good level. Not too sure if it actually suits the Chinese New Year theme, but I mean, out of the selection that there is for tutorial levels, I think this one probably suits it best, mainly just because it's red. But I think I've made a good choice here. I think Animorphs is actually a really good tutorial maker. I think what stands out to his levels compared to other tutorials is just his text. I don't know why, but I just really love his handwriting. It's very like easily readable, and I think the pacing of a lot of their tutorial levels are really good as well. Also, look at the art, like that meteor just looks sick. This is a very simple level, I would say. Of course, it is a tutorial level, so I'm not too surprised, but it's definitely nothing too hard. Of course, the shading of the sun, I'm not too sure what that is in the background, but it looks really cool. And of course, we got like little stars as well. So, not too long of a level, but I really do love this. I think it's a very good tutorial level and suits the campaign pretty well, I think. Next, we have Shangri-La by Just Kaku. Now, I would say this level is quite familiar with a lot of players, I think. It was featured in the Goliath Tony Tour a lot, and other racing tournaments, speedrunning tournaments, it's definitely quite a common level. But I think it's a very good theme for this campaign because if you're unaware, Shangri-La is some sort of fantasy place located in Tibet, which is like a province in China, of course, so definitely suits the theme. And I think what's good about this level is the art. I mean, I don't know why, but I really do love this sketchy art style from Just Kaku. It kind of feels refreshing in a sense. You don't really see it too much, but it does look really nice. And of course, we got the waterfall here. Looks like we're going to be going down. We'll go into this cave, and we'll try and avoid all these mines. A little bit of difficulty, but nothing too hard. And of course, we got the long fall down, going back all the way to the start, and gonna be finishing the level. Very phenomenal level. I do enjoy this one a lot. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I do like the use of the layers as well. Like, I like how I didn't even know I didn't even see that. That's kind of funny. It looks like Poozy's just chilling up there. But yeah, I really like the use of the layers here. It's got like this behind this. I don't know. It just looks really nice. I think Just Kaku's done amazing work with the art there. I feel like it would be very silly to have a Chinese themed campaign and not include China by Overbeing. It's a very iconic level. I think this has been featured in the all-time best before. It's definitely recognizable by a lot of people, and it's for good reason. A lot of detail in the art of this level. Really cute cat. But look at the cherry blossom, absolutely fantastic. And the mountain as well. Overbeing's done an amazing job with the art here. So let's just climb up and Oh my god, look at the shaded of that. Such intricate details, even like the pattern of the like this little diamond pattern in the building. It's phenomenal. And these is this bamboo or just regular trees? I'm not too sure. But definitely a good Chinese New Year level. It definitely suits the theme really well, and a lot of Chinese influence in this level. And looks like we're gonna be going through the cave here. Make sure we increase our stats, get these happy blocks, and we're gonna break our way through the cave or into the cave. A little bit of platforming, but nothing too bad. Oh, we got more happy blocks here. We got a replenishment of our sword, so we'll use it here just to swing our way through. And we're gonna make our way up here. Oh, don't want to fall through there. Keep pushing our way. Oh, look at that water. That's so lovely. Yeah, that looks really nice. Love the shading of that. And we've got the dragon to top it off. Absolutely brilliant. Moving on, we have Sacred Springs by Tiger. Wouldn't really say it's too too related to Chinese New Year, but I mean, of course, it's called the Spring Festival, and tigers are part of the zodiac, so I guess that's where I got it from. Also, let me know, were you guys ever around when Tiger was a moderator? Because I definitely was. I don't think I've interacted with them much, but it definitely does look a bit weird seeing Tiger with a regular name instead of a blue one. Got some vanish blocks here. Definitely a little bit increase in difficulty. Some of these can be quite difficult to navigate around, but we're making our way to the top. I think the art here is quite cool. It's very simple, but I think after seeing two very detailed levels with Justu Kaku's like amazing art and of course Overbeing's phenomenal work as well, it's kind of refreshing just to have a bit more of a simple level, like simple art level. But I mean, the art's still really good. That's the thing. It's just one color with a outline as well. It's quite cartoony. And oh, looks like we got these. These can be quite difficult to navigate. I don't really know what these are called, to be honest, these towers, but you do see them a lot in levels. And we got a tiger signature there. That's really cute. And I'm not too sure what these little creatures are. It kind of reminds me of the fairies from Zelda, but they do look really cute. And oh yeah, it's an objective level. I'm not too sure why, since there's only one finish, but I do like this level. I think it's really refreshing. Next, we have Dawn Forest by Umbra. Now, this is a deathmatch level, and I'm the only one playing it, so I guess I'll just showcase the level, I guess. Now, when I was I'd say back in 2014 or 2015, this level, I think this was probably the deathmatch that I would play a lot. Like, I kind of knew this map off the back of my hand. Like, all the little secrets and stuff. It's probably one of my favourite deathmatch maps, and I think it does suit the theme pretty well. I do see a lot of cherry blossoms in the background, or at least I would say the cherry blossoms with the pink bush. But I think this is really good. I think when I see like artists draw over blocks, sometimes it can look kind of bad and like a bit tacky, quite difficult to read. This is the opposite. I think Umbra's done an amazing job with like the layer 0 with this level. I think it actually does like look amazing. Yeah, it's like even distracting. I think it's a really good balance. Also, this water's really cool. You only see it on this side, but it's so detailed and it's really nice to look at. Now, I think in terms of it being a deathmatch level, I think the way that the items are like, I would say it's really well balanced. I think there's a lot of places to run around, and of course there's a couple places where you can get hearts as well, and I think the items as well are really well placed. There's some good separation between them, and I think it's nice that like there's not like an item here, because I feel like someone could just easily camp and just swing up here. So it's definitely a well thought out level. I think Umbra's done a very good job with the layout of this level, and I think it's probably I would say it's one of my favorite deathmatch levels of all time. Moving on, we have The Heaven by Red Dragon Eye. Now, this is another level that got featured in Level of the Week, similar to Shangri-La. I'm not too sure if Dawn Forest also got featured in Level of the Week. But, I mean, as soon as you start off this level, you can definitely see the Chinese themes with the dragon and the lady, of course. The cherry blossom trees as well, and of course the shading is really nice. So let's make our way through. I actually wasn't sure what level to choose. I definitely wanted to choose a level from Red Dragon Eye, but I was originally gonna use Dragon Island. But when I just loaded up The Heaven, I completely forgot about the art at the beginning. It definitely gave me more Chinese vibes more than Dragon Island did personally, but still a really nice, refreshing level. Oh, end up hitting the bomb. Oh, look at the dog as well, so cute. So I think the level does have a little bit more difficulty than the previous ones. I would say it's a bit more confusing. I wouldn't say confusing in like a bad way, but I think sometimes you can get a bit lost with the rotate blocks if you're a newer player. I mean, I don't know, personally they can be quite... They look straightforward, but I feel like some people might just miss this out and just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go down here. I still think it's a pretty simple level. I don't think it's too bad. And the pacing is very nice. And we can just glitch through that without breaking. That's kind of funny. I think what I like about this is, like, after you played Sacred Springs and you've recognized these like up and down arrows, you kind of like a proper test of them here. So there's a bit of like cohesion in that sense. It wasn't intentional, but it does kind of work, which is kind of funny. And we're gonna finish off. We got the another dragon here. Of course, dragons are another zodiac symbol, and definitely suits the theme of the Chinese New Year. Of course, look at the shading of the tree as well. And I don't know, all these creators, man, they're just amazing at art. Next, we've got Skyline by Levente77, and I think this is a level that just kind of speaks for itself. Look at that. What an absolute art piece. Now, I think this is quite a recent level. I think Levente has made a lot of levels recently, and I think this is one of them. This is absolutely phenomenal. Now, I feel like a lot of the levels that we've played recently have been quite grassy, maybe. It's like naturey. I think when we think of Chinese New Year, of course, we do want to include different types of different parts of China, and I think China is definitely a place with a lot of brilliant architecture, and I think this level is definitely a good way to showcase that, you know, Chinese New Year is a holiday celebrated in the masses. So I think a good way to show that is with a phenomenal skyline drawing. And of course the orange glow. I would say on the spectrum of the Chinese New Year colours. No, I wouldn't say it's like red, but I would say red and yellow are quite Chinese colours. Also similar colours to McDonald's, but I would not say that's it's a Chinese relevance. I think the orange is a good balance. I think it does suit the level quite well. But the game, I didn't talk about the gameplay much, but I think the gameplay is actually really good in this level. It's definitely challenging, but it's not too difficult. The only thing that I found a bit funny was the jetpack section. Now, if you fall around here with the jetpack, yeah, you're going back to the start, unfortunately. But that's kind of funny, to be honest. So the game still gives you loads of time to complete the level, so it's not too difficult. But I think the main takeaway is just the art of this. Look at this wallpaper material. Next, we've got Mountain's Heart by Yurek Mizuno, and yeah, I would say this is a pretty difficult level. I'm gonna be real, I actually wasn't sure whether to put Skyline or this as like the 8th spot. I think literally the only reason why I've chosen this as like the 8th spot was because you needed a minimum rank of 10 to get into it, whereas like Skyline, you can just get into it from level 0. This level's still pretty tricky, to be honest. It does have some shortcuts, like I think you could do a shortcut here if you glitch through, and I think, oh, okay, I actually went the slow way, but there's a lot of different types of gameplay. It's definitely a bit tricky. And I think later on in the level it can get a bit confusing, so let's have a look. Yeah, like stuff like this is a little bit tricky. Nothing too difficult, but I think as an 8th place level, it's not too bad. I think falling down here can be a bit confusing. It was kind of difficult to find a level of this difficulty that matches the Chinese New Year vibe. I will admit this one doesn't really fit it too much, but I think when I saw this level I was thinking, okay, I'm thinking of like the mountains, you know. China's quite close to the Himalayas after all, so of course would make sense to add some level to fit with mountains. I think a lot of the levels I've chosen definitely have some different types of areas of China. Of course, Shangri-La is closer to the Tibet region. This level's probably more closer to the Himalayan region. And Skyline probably closer to like Beijing, Shanghai. You get the idea. So I think in some sense, all these levels do kind of fit in pretty well with the theme. Also, the art is really cool. I like these clouds and how the depth is used. So these are in the background, this one's in the foreground. Definitely a really good level. And to top it off, we have Red Castle by Manafire, otherwise known as Makey98. I wasn't really sure what 9th level to add, to be honest. I think this one's been like played already recently as a campaign, so I was a bit hesitant to add this, but I mean it is red after all. Like I feel like it would be a bit stupid not to include this. Now, I was actually going to add Dragon's Fortress by Fran 10 as the campaign, because I had Dragon in the title, but my only issue with that level is when you play, there's just no art, it's just all gameplay. And I thought, I feel like it would make better sense to add a level which had some art to it. Also, this level is new, so there are new items like the teleport blocks, and I feel like it's quite fitting, I believe. So there's the finish, the treasure. Let's get to it. I think the art in this level is really cool. I like the use of the just how the colour red is used throughout the level is really nice. I don't think the level's too hard. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely some difficulty to it, but it's nothing I'd be like it'd be something newer players would struggle a lot with. I think they might time out the first time, but I think after a while they would they'd be able to pick it up. Lots of nets, a little bit frusty gameplay, but I think we should be alright. There we go. And I really like these staircases as well. These banisters are looking really nice. And there's my hat. My poor hat is trapped there. Ow. This is a really cool throne. I like the fire as well, of course. I think. I feel like Makey has always been like quite good with drawing stuff like fire. It's like their symbol after all, I believe. Let me know what you guys think of this campaign, by the way. If you like the theme, do you think there's any other levels that I could have chosen that would have suited the theme better? I only know so many levels, unfortunately, and I did try to research as many levels as I could, but at the end of the day, there's only so many levels that could fit this theme. I would say I've chosen the best I could. But maybe there's some other levels out there that I've completely forgotten about, who knows. I'm actually not sure like how close to the end I am. I don't think I'll run out of time, but Oh wait, no, I think, am I here? Oh no, I'm legit at the end. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And we've still got like 3 minutes to spare, so it's not too difficult of a level, but I think it's, yeah, I would say it was good enough for a 9th place position. Of course, the art in this level is amazing. I like the background. I like the pillars. I just like the whole red theme. I think it's a great final level, and I would say it's probably the closest thing I could find that would suit the 9th place spot for a Chinese themed level. But let me know what you guys think. Yes, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching this. Hope you enjoyed the campaign. If you want to play it, it's out now, obviously. Go to the 6-page campaign, check it out for yourself, and let me know what you think. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.